The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
This is CNEagles.com. I'm the voice of the Eagles Adam Cavalier alongside Carson-Newman defensive backs coach and recruiting coordinator Aaron Hutsell. Aaron, we continue our position previews today with the defensive backfield and a group that is largely the same as it was last year, but a couple of guys do depart, and Xavier McFadden and Ian Jacob. What have things looked like in camp, finding out who for sure is going to fill Jacob and McFadden's shoes?
Yeah, well, we've had great competition so far. We've got a bunch of young guys who have come in, and some of the older guys who are here right now are really doing a good job at kind of taking it to that next level, from where they were last year. So competition's been great so far. First day of pads today, so it really kind of helps us, distinguish who's who right now.
You look at it, and you do have two solid returners in Jason Williams and Jerry McLeese. They're both preseason all-conference guys. What have they done specifically to elevate their games to the next level for their senior seasons?
Well, I think they've really just done a good job of, working hard and concentrating on their own craft, but also at the same time they're becoming better leaders. They're doing a great job with a little bit of a younger group right now, of helping push them along and kind of get to where a level of expectation is, not only from our standpoint as coaches, but for their standpoint so far.
Okay, pads are on. Who's a newcomer who has stuck out and kind of inserted himself into the conversation?
Yeah, I think, a bunch of them, they're doing a great job right now, especially younger guys. But Darius Williams, is a guy right now, a freshman from Florida, who's come in, he's picked up the defense well, he studies, and he'll be a guy who can fit a couple of different roles for us, I believe.
What about at the other safety spot opposite McLeese? How does a Jamar Johnson factor in? Who factors in at that position?
Yeah, and I think both of those spots are still kind of, wide open with things. Yeah. Jerry's been a guy who started for us for 2 years and is coming in, but some younger guys coming in. Darius Williams is a guy. Jamar is a guy. Jaquan Smith from Alabama is a guy. You're looking at factoring in Chris Lyles, from Georgia, Aaron Farley from South Carolina. There's a bunch of guys who have really come in that have been new guys, kind of unproven guys, don't have a lot of experience, haven't been with the program, but are really kind of stepping in first day of pads, starting to really try and distinguish themselves.
My eyes are far less trained than yours, but it seems like talent is it's there in those newcomers.
Yeah, and I think we had good talent last year. I think one thing that you look at top to bottom is the depth and talent, overall, is probably, gotten a little bit better. Looking at corner, Desmond Farrell came in from Miami. He's done a great job. Michael Bush moved over from offense to defense now, brings a lot of athleticism to that position. Tyler Scott from down in Florida, he's a guy who can kind of fill both roles as a corner, safety, both. So I really like the guys that we have, and I think we'll continue to get better.
What's it take to take that secondary to the next level from where they were a year ago?
Well, it's got to be consistency, consistency top to bottom, each and every day, coming to practice, ready to work, being prepared, coming to meetings, and then executing when it comes down to crunch time. Production's got to be there. It's got to be there on Saturdays. At our position, you get based solely on your production. That's those guys got to produce.
Aaron, thanks for the time. Good luck this year.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Carson-Newman, DB's coach, Aaron Hutsell. I'm the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier, and this is CNEagles.com.